How do you know if you're overtraining? This happened to me when I was actually, funnily enough, competing in CrossFit. It was the last year or the last stab that I had at CrossFit. I took to CrossFit very openly. I loved CrossFit. CrossFit is like me in a lot of ways. It has ADHD. It's for people with ADHD. There's so many different skills you have to learn. There's so many different ways that you have to put them together. You have to know your body really well. There's always something to focus on. There's always something new, something shiny to do. And so when I started overtraining, luckily, touch wood, I did not get an injury. A clear sign of overtraining is when you injure something. It means that your body has not fully recovered, or generally it means your body hasn't fully recovered from what you were doing before. And then because the muscles and the joints and the tendons and the ligaments or whatever weren't as happy as they normally were, then you can obviously get like a tear or whatever. So in an extreme example, when you're overtraining, you can get an injury. In my example, I started getting ears, nose, and throat infections regularly. I don't get sick almost ever. I mean, besides this whole corona thing, but I hardly ever get sick. And all of a sudden I was having these constant throat infections. My ears kept on popping. All of these things started happening to me. I did some research and found out if you did too many high intensity interval training sessions per week, it can take a big effect on your immune system. And so that's what was happening to me. Luckily my body still pushed through and I was able to do all the ridiculous things that I was doing in CrossFit, and I didn't get an injury. But that is a big sign of overtraining. If you start to get sick more often than you usually do, or if the ears, nose, and throat thing happened to me, so those are clear signs of overtraining.